as soon as they sign up for the whole marriage and she looks at him as just good enough, is he hands his balls over to her and she stops admiring him, like over time, the whole betatization.
Can you talk about this, where a lot of guys are confused because a woman is having sex with them? Then they're like, well, this woman has earned a place to be my girlfriend. Can you talk about earning it?
Yeah, way too many guys will jump into a long-term relationship with a chick or become monogamous way too quickly just because, they get some. And that's generally because they don't have a lot of experience with women or they have a scarcity mindset. But women are more than just intimacy, right? Are your friends going to take care of you when you're sick? I've only ever been taken care of by good women if I've been sick, but your friends don't ever do that. So women offer more than just sex, right? She's got to be a complement to your life. Does she add value to your life? For me, I like to eat and I don't like to cook. So I value a woman that's got good culinary skills. It's one of the reasons why I picked my chick, is she's great. Right. And she loves to cook and she loves to feed, sort of thing. So you got to look for more than just, she touched my pee-pee to make her your girlfriend. You got to look for, beyond that, because if you're going to deal with her on a long-term basis, her touching your pee-pee is a very tiny part of your day. There's more to your day than just that if you're going to invite her into your life, right?
Very tiny for some people. Yes, for sure. Dude, when you said that, I was in the gym and I heard that shit. It's like, oh, she touched my pee-pee, therefore she's my girlfriend now. And I was like, I know so many dudes who have done it.
A lot of them do it, man.
Yeah.
A lot of them do it. Yeah.
Where it's the one guy, he's like, I have a buddy. He's talking to this girl in Serbia. And they hooked up a couple times, and then next thing because the guys never tell you this, Rich. You know what I'm talking about. They never tell you. All of a sudden, you're flying out to Serbia. Then there's an engagement ring. They never come to you and ask questions about this. You see them hanging out with some girl, and you're like, oh, well, that's a fun weekend for him. And the next thing you know, they're like getting married, and she's pregnant. And you're like, what the just happened? Yeah. So it
happens so quickly.
Yeah.
Like, guys are just rapid, man. They just go. It's like they think marriage is a goal. They think that is a solution to all their problems. If I just get married, take my vows. She vows to be with me forever and be loyal and all that sort of thing. This is never going to fall apart. I'm always going to have access to abundant, intimate sex on a regular basis, hanging from the chandelier. Dudes don't understand what they're walking into. They're marching into a slaughterhouse for the most part, and it's their fault. It's not her fault. It's their fault, because guys need to control the frame of the relationship. And what they'll generally do is, as soon as they sign up for the whole marriage and she looks at him as just good enough, is he hands his balls over to her and she stops admiring him, like over time, the whole betatization through 1,000 concessions.
I think you mentioned a really good point when that guy was talking to you, and you said it sounded like he didn't have a whole lot of options. Dating a woman in Serbia, it's a 20-hour flight. The first thing I would have thought was like, this guy has such a dearth of or such a lack of sexual options in his life that's probably why he got into this situation in the first place. And so let's talk about the concept of spinning plates. Personally, I think guys do need to go through a period where they're attractive to women, not a certain type of women, but just attractive to women in general. It's one of the reasons why I abhor that movie Hitch with Will Smith. I think that movie is about being a psychopath or a stalker. Hitch is supposedly giving you a formula to get one girl. No, that is third-degree felony. What you need to do is become attractive to all women, or become attractive at least to that middle standard deviation of women. Do you have any opinion when it comes to like spinning plates? Do you think guys need to go through that as a period in their life?
Yeah, well, women want men that other women want, right?
Right.
They want men that men want to be, sort of thing. Like, that's the whole influential part of it. So, I mean, like, the notion of spinning plates is really just dating multiple women simultaneously in a non-monogamous fashion. It's ideal for guys that don't have a lot of experience with women. It's ideal for guys that don't want to be monogamous. It's ideal for guys that have just gone through a divorce, because it allows you to sample, 31 flavors or 62 flavors or whatever it happens to be that you're going to go through. But I think that far too many guys will just be like, okay, went on a date, that didn't work out. Went on a date, oh, that one worked out. Let me see if I can make her my girlfriend now. And it's like, whoa, hold on a second. You were just married for 20 years. You dated 3 girls, and now this one's going to be your girlfriend after 3 months out of your divorce.
Yeah.
Like, how is that a good idea, pal?
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely been an
issue. I mean,
issue.
like, for you to understand what's good and what's bad, and for you to vet women over a long-term basis and to identify red flags and to see what they're really made of, like, you've got to date multiple women simultaneously. It's really just adopting their sexual strategy, because that's what women do inherently, is they'll pick a whole bunch of guys to date, and they'll date them and they'll pretend like they're not, but they're dating a whole bunch of guys and they'll be covert about it. And then at some point they're going to be like, hey, Mike, where do we stand? Because I really dig your vibe, and I want to spend more time with you. And are you seeing anybody else? Because I haven't slept with anybody else, and I really want to blah, 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 sort of thing. And that's when you are now the gatekeeper to the relationship,
Yeah.
because women are the gatekeeper to when sex happens, and men have to be the gatekeeper to when the relationship happens, if that's what you want to do. But spinning plates allows you the contrast. You don't know what kind of car you want to buy until you go out and drive a whole bunch of cars. It's kind of similar to that, right?